it needs you here. You never know whose life you might change just by you walking by them and they feel your energy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kia, aka Is It Okay If I Call You My Prada Babe? The Prada Babe. Welcome back to my YouTube channel for another freaking banger. Okay, this video is going to be on a very heavy subject, sharing my experience and what I think about this. And this is a part of my other series, You Matter, which is a series for everyone, for men, women, girls, boys of all ages. This series is basically raising awareness around the importance of taking care of your mental health, because not only is your mental health important and connected to your physical health, if you don't feel good, you won't look good. Okay? I'm gonna say it one more time. If you don't feel good, you won't look good. Just gonna put that out there. And I'm also put this out here, disclaimer, don't be out here self-diagnosing. Go check this stuff out with your doctor first. Don't be out here self-diagnosing yourself with ADHD and you know you don't got it. Go check with your doctor, a trusted one too. Alright. So in this video we're going to be talking about depression, and I'm going to share my thoughts and experience on that because I deal with depression. I dealt with it ever since I was like 10 years old. I just wanted to let y'all know that y'all are not alone once again on this journey. And it is a hard one to cope with because depression does not have a cure. Depression is a hard battle. And at times when I was really going through it, I thought I had no way out. I thought I was never going to get out of that place. It took me consulting God for him to, take me to the right places. That was my help. That was my father, that was my mother, that was my best friend. He's my everything. But during those times, he was everything. He was everything I needed. He wrapped his arms around me and he took me underneath his wing when I felt like I was falling. Depression for me looked like I stayed in the bed. I kept my appetite, but I stayed in the bed. I was very irritable. I didn't want to hang out with the people that I love, my friends, family. Especially when I got to college, it was so different because I had to be away from home, and I had to adjust being away from home, all while losing friends and dealing with heartbreak over and over and over again. And it took a toll on my health, my mental health, my mind. I would try to journal, but it just seemed like it wasn't helping. And sometimes depression will help you be like that. It will be like that. It's like I'm doing everything, but nothing is working. I would cry many nights, cry myself to sleep, and just be so mad at the world because of some of the things that I have been through, whether it be at school, at home. Depression, it'll beat you down. It can tear you down, and it can take your life if it wants to. And I'm so grateful that I get to sit here and finally do this 2 years later. Because I said it back when I was going through it 2 years ago, that I would sit here in front of y'all and share how I cope with depression. It's okay for you to not be okay. Y'all might want to go get y'all tissues because my face is turning red. I feel like crying, but I'm not. It's okay for you to not be okay. It's okay for you to feel alone. It is okay for you to feel mad at the things that you have been through, because life can be so unfair. Because that's how I always felt for me. Even though everything, God proves to me every time that things work out the way that they're supposed to. But at times I'm just like, well, why did this thing have to happen? Why did this person have to leave? Why me? Why am I the one who has to go through this? And sometimes it's just unfair. You will never understand some of the things that you go through. And some of it, I just feel like it could be prevented. You know what I'm saying? Now, I be talking to God like that too. I'm just like, some of this stuff I just don't think should happen. And with depression, it's a mental battle, and it can impact your health, your mental, your physical health. It can, if you let it consume your mind. And I know it's hard because you have intrusive thoughts, you have all these subconscious beliefs, and they'll all of a sudden they'll come at you and they'll be your biggest critic. They'll be nagging you every single day. I promise I understand. At one point in time, I hated my life. I hated being here. I just wanted to go. Suicidal thoughts, I never followed through, but there are some people who did and they succeeded, and those are the people that I'm living for today. I'm living because of them. For the ones that didn't get the chance to experience the happiness that they deserve. And I'm here to tell you that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be at peace. You deserve to live your life. You don't deserve to have to fight this demon every day. In its ways for you to cope, because there's no cure. And sometimes it'll eat at me so bad. But I just say, one day I'll overcome this. It won't overtake me so much. And that's the faith that I had 2 years ago. I was holding on by a thread. And I kept on crying and consulting God and praying, and I'm just like, I can't do this no more. And he kept on waking me up. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, not another day of this. It wasn't until I was beginning to go back to school and letting go of people that I know wasn't supposed to be in my life and that were bringing me down. And it caused so much stress in my life when you have people that don't want what's best for you. They just here to get what they can get. And those people are not supportive of you. You need, as a person that deals with depression, you need a village. And if you don't have a village, I will be your village. I will be your person. I'm going to be the one to support you and to be here for you and to listen to you if you need it. Everyone needs a person. Everyone needs a village, because don't ever let people tell you that you can do this life thing alone, that you can do this depression thing alone. Because although I had God, he brought me people to help me through this thing, to help me to keep on living, finding the joy every day in living, just being alive. I don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything to just exist. You can just be. As simple as that. Suicidal thoughts. Those are hard to tackle. But I'm here to tell you, as a person that has been in your spot, I know it hurts, and I know it's so hard, and I know living is exhausting, especially now in this time. It's so much going on, so much here, there, on the news, on social media. It's draining. I don't think this world would never be normal again. You can create a new reality for yourself. It don't matter what that critic in your head tells you, how unworthy you are, how unloved you are. You are worthy and loved by God and by me. Give yourself some grace. It's going to take some time to get those thoughts out of your way. It's going to take some time. It took me years. They'll come back. But the thing is, you have to fight for your right to live your life and to be happy. And with those thoughts, the way you can tackle them, I journal a lot. I journal every night. My thoughts, whatever it is, I allow myself to be honest. And like I said in my last video, you have to be aware of your feelings. And sometimes doing that emotional work, we're not ready to face what's behind the mask that we wear. But you have to. If you want to overcome depression, and sometimes we don't know why we're sad, but some things are lying in our subconscious mind. That's what's eating at us. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be the scariest ride of your life that you will ever take, but I promise you it's worth it. It's worth your happiness. It's worth you living and finding the joy in life again. They call it shadow work. And some people, in spiritual terms, they'll refer to depression as the dark night of the soul, a spiritual awakening. And I truly believe that 2 years ago, that's what that was for me. I'm a better person, and God, He took my hands and He pulled me out of it. And if He can do it for me, He can do it for you. And if you need to, find somebody to talk to, such as going to therapy. If you can, especially if you're a college student and it's free, take it. Take it. Because I did that and it changed my life. I got put on with one of the best counselors I could ever get put on with. I love that lady. I love you, Miss Kayla. But no, if you believe in God, if you don't, whatever you believe in, if you don't believe in anything, believe in yourself. But me personally, I believe in God. So I consulted Him and everything. He brought me the help that I needed. And that's the thing with depression, it'll eat at your soul. And you don't deserve that. Things that can cause depression, trauma, PTSD, abuse, verbal, physical, sexual, a person not having a proper care, love, assurance from their parents, low self-esteem, bullying from peers, and what else? It's a lot of things. And you have to realize that depression, everyone won't show it. It be the ones that you least expect. So I'm telling y'all, especially as loved ones, if you're a loved one, check on your people. And I don't mean like just say, hey, I'm checking in to see how you doing. Just have a regular conversation with them. Don't tell people you're checking in on them. Just have a regular conversation with them as if, you know, like they're your friend. That's your family member. That's your auntie. That's your mother. That's your father. Your best friend. Your boyfriend. Girlfriend. Have a normal conversation with them. Show up. I know it may be hard because sometimes as a person with depression, you'll get into your funk and you will want to push people away, but in their minds, in the mind of a depressed person, they want you there. They want you there. They want you there for them. Don't get frustrated. Don't get mad at the fact that they're trying to push you away. I know they want to be in isolation, but be there. Show up. Cook for them. Talk to them. Send them a TikTok or something. Let them know that you are there constantly. I know it may be overbearing. I know it may be frustrating, but be there. Show up. You don't have to be like, I know you're going through something. Just do something for them. Even the smallest things count. Even the smallest things makes living more bearable for them. Especially the ones that are considering taking their own life. I'm telling you right now that your life is worthy. And that one day, that's my motto. Just one day. One day I won't feel this pain anymore. One day I'll be happy again. One day I'll laugh again. One day I'll feel the joy of living again. And you have to work towards it. Once you get out of that, you know, depression, funk, like I said, there's no cure. You learn how to cope with it. You learn how to manage your life around it. Once you get out of that place, make a vow to yourself that you will never ever let that have so much control over you that it beats you down to the ground. You fight for your happiness. And I'm going to tell you this. You do not have to do anything. Anything. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to dress up all the time. You don't have to do what people tell you to do and be boxed in. You don't have to live in this perception of this version of yourself in everybody's mind. You can be yourself and live your life and be happy. Gratitude works. Being grateful for one thing at a time, one day at a time, and being patient with yourself as you go through this journey of, you know, with depression. It's going to be hard to manage your life, to learn how to cope with it. It's going to be hard to unlearn a lot of things, but you can do it. Be kind and patient with yourself and be gentle with yourself. And just love yourself. Love on yourself. Take time to pour into your own cup and let it overflow. When you love you, loving other people becomes easier. And just because you're depressed, it does not mean you're unstable. It does not mean you're weak. Honey, everybody has, like I read in one of my textbooks, everybody deals with abnormal behavior. So it's okay if you're living with depression. It is okay. You are still worthy of love. You're still worthy of care. Still worthy of respect. You're worthy of everything that you deserve and want. So, with that being said, I just want y'all to know that I love y'all, and I just hope and pray that you keep on living. Keep on living. And just recently, I think just a couple of days ago, I thought about it. I thought about creating like a list of the reasons to live. Although, you know, I'm not really not depressed or suicidal or anything. I just want things to just look at my life and find things, the small things, to be grateful for. And I'm just like, I won't be able to hear my favorite songs no more. I won't be able to drink water anymore. I won't be able to take my showers and my spiritual baths, and I won't be able to buy me another crystal necklace. I won't be able to take my pictures like I used to. I won't be able to see my family. I won't be able to talk to God, and I won't be able to laugh at a TikTok again. And just thinking about that, it just warms my heart, and it makes me so glad that I didn't decide to take my life in 2020. And so grateful that I'm here living, and I hope that my words, my energy is going out to you, and I just pray that I'm praying for you to find the joy in living again, and to know that this depression, it doesn't define you, and you're more than that. You're worth more than that. You're just a person with depression. Don't worry, I'm one of them too. So honey, if you're crazy, if you're considered crazy and unstable, then honey, so am I. We're in the same boat. But you're loved. You're everything that God created you to be. And I just want y'all to know that I love y'all, and I hope to see your beautiful faces. This world needs you. It needs you here. You never know whose life you might change just by you walking by them, and they feel your energy. It might uplift them. You never know. So many people love you that you haven't even met, including me. I just pray that you again find the joy in living, and I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And God loves you too. And he's always close by. He's never not around. He's never here or there. He's everywhere. He's all around. You just have to call him. He'll listen. And he talks to you too. People think he comes like in a voice, and sometimes he might. But for me, he'll come through music. He'll come through the TV. He'll come through a TikTok. He'll come through a tweet. He just be everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my God, he be scaring me sometimes. But I just wanted to share a little bit, and I might make another video going into depth, because this was my first video on this, so this is my first time ever sitting down and talking about this subject. You know, I'm so used to like journaling and writing it down, you know what I'm saying, writing about it, putting all my my feelings into the paper and all that stuff. I ain't never did this, but I love you, and thank y'all so much for tuning in to my channel again, and I pray to see you next time.